When we were younger, like, my mom always said that since we're twins, we have to look out for each other and like be best friends. She's like the closest person I am too. So, we're in the womb together, shared a bedroom, and she was always around no matter what.
My younger sister's name's Sarah. She's 2 years younger than me, so we were definitely more on like the tomboy side of the spectrum. We were always playing outside, playing sports. We were always competing. So that was always fun.
My sister, in 9th grade, she was actually looking at the Naval Academy. And I was like, the Naval Academy? Okay, whatever. I had no idea what a service academy was at all. I was like, so you want to go into the military? My teacher, my economics teacher in high school, he introduced us to West Point because he knew Elise wanted to go to the Naval Academy. He was a West Point grad. So we both started to get interested into it, and it was more of Elise's idea, and I just was like, okay, like I'll look more into it, and we watched the videos and things like that, and just kind of sold us after we visited here too.
I went through the recruiting process for basketball, and I picked West Point. So application process is very, very extensive, so she definitely saw me go through that. At first, when I was going through it, she was like, what the heck are you doing? Then she came up parents' weekend, my plebe year, for a football game. She was like, okay, now I see what you're talking about. Like, I see why you came here. So that's when she definitely first started getting into the academies. And she was looking at all three, Air Force, Navy, and West Point, and did Air Force's version of SLE over the summer, spent a week at Air Force. Really enjoyed herself, had a very good time out there.
I don't think that was like a forced idea to go to college together, but if the opportunity arises, like, that would be awesome. But if not, then it's okay. But I think we both knew that we want to go to college at the same place.
I don't think I necessarily did it on purpose to like get her to come to an academy, but she kind of followed in my footsteps and ended up there, so it works out. Oh, I wanted her here. I was like, West Point's the best place to be. Like, Army's the place to be. But I definitely think she wanted to go her own route. Just because we had just been together for so long, and we were always like Liz and Sarah, the two sisters. And so I think she definitely wanted like her own space to thrive, and she found that out at Air Force. So that's really cool.
I feel like once we got here, we both kind of grew into our own person, more so than like in high school, we had a hard time comparing each other to ourselves, like even academically and basketball-wise. But now that we have our own things, it's just better, in my opinion. I think our relationship just grew even more just because we're a separate, like we feel way more separate than before.
I'm so happy for her, and it's been great to watch her grow over the past year and a half, and also seeing like her experience at Air Force and how it differed from mine here is pretty neat. But I couldn't be more proud of her and what she's accomplished so far.
I'm excited for this next step, but of course I will just miss being able to just walk down to a building just to see her every day if I really wanted to. But I'm excited to see where our relationship goes. But don't worry, if I want to go to her house, she'll always welcome me.